Welcome back, everybody. Today we are reacting to the third chapter of my book, so make sure you stick to the end for a special message. I've been working on this book really hard for the past 2 years, so make sure you pay attention. Now, let's get straight into it. Chapter 3 Theo. He woke up and noticed that his arm was stinging. He tried to look, but his vision went into a deep red. He finally got a glimpse of his arm that was dark and black, like the void, and it was lashing out with whips of black dust. Go. Sif opened a portal. Go through quickly. He stumbled through the glowing portal, and it closed behind him. He looked around for a moment. The room was stone, and had no exit. There was a single small bed and a shelf of meat, vegetables, and other food products along with books near the left wall, and a mirror on the right. Theo yelled and lashed out and lashed out as his dusted arm began to spread, creating spikes in the ground, making his vision go black and corrupting him. "Where am I?" he asked, opening his eyes. "Welcome." Theo rushed around to see two glowing red eyes glistening in the void. "You are in my realm, also known as your mind, or your MSPS. Who are you?" Theo began searching for an exit. "You may know me as—" The voice paused. "Zoranus." His voice began to sound much like Theo's. "What are you?" Theo asked. "You'll learn soon enough." Black dust spread away from his body, and Zoranus left. Theo looked into the mirror and saw his body had changed. His original, gold-pale eyes, from after the dust granting, was not so different, other than the fact that his right eye is white, was pitch black, with the golden iris floating in the dark void. Each of his eyes had their own design in the iris and pupil. He was different now. His face had new marks, and his personality felt different. After about 30 minutes that felt like a year, Sif opened a new portal and walked through to him. "What are you doing here?" he asked, his eyes darker and more bland. "I'm here to make sure you are okay," whispered Sif, patting his non-dust arm. "Do you know who he is?" Theo asked. "I do," Sif replied. "So you know who he is?" "I've met him." She got up and opened a portal. "Met him?" Theo gasped. "When? How?" "That's a story that you shall learn in time. I'll be back, Theo. Until then, stay strong." She left. Moments later, another portal appeared, and Elena, Rift, Syrah, Iris, Hera, Sky, and Sif, and a Dustin named John, who was Rift's father, walked through the portal. John was wearing a strong set of armor that held him down some, with a shield on his left and a huge great sword sheathed on his right. A gold helmet sat atop his blonde hair, framing his purple eyes. He took it off to reveal a huge scar going across his eyes. "What if he gets them?" asked Theo, his voice cracking as he slid against the wall. "Yes, I know," said Sif, more calmly now. "It will be okay. They won't get hurt." "We can't have him getting out," rasped John. "If he does, do I have permission to kill him?" Theo jumped back and hid under a blanket. "Yes," Sif whispered, "but wait." "Who?" asked Riff. "Who is him?" "Yeah, what about him?" asked Iris. "Why was Theo so worried about us being here?" asked Elena, walking up to him, and John held her back, drawing his great sword. "I guess it is time to share the truth," whispered Sif. "Theo has been corrupted by an ancient black dust," she explained. "Black dust, a corruption that controls its host from time to time." She continued to talk faster. This corruption is a corruption of death and fear and war. It will kill anything that either makes it mad or gets in its way. What? The group asked in unison. This corruption only comes out with a true reason, Sif whispered. The reason being either an omen, a prophecy, or a threat of lightness. Theo whimpered and gripped his arm in pain. He doesn't like that word, began Sif. He is afraid of the light. Well, what is that light? Asked Elena. Theo grunted again. The light is something that both you and your group of friends will learn near the end. She whispered something that they had to strain his ears to hear. The prophecy is coming true. What shall this mean for the Dustlys dimension? Will the masks truly help us? Masks, he wondered. What are they? His corruption slowly began to spread, and he began to stress. How dare you speak of darkness and light, he said, Zoranis echoing him. Control it, Theo, ordered Sif, running to him and drawing light runes on his arm. Don't let him get to you. What would you get about me? He growled. You are only a mere mortal. His corruption began to spread more, and John began to grip his long great sword. He pointed them towards Theo. Don't make me do it. His body was now around 70% covered with darkness. A dark aura began to grow darker. If he gets corrupted, I need you to leave, yelled Sif. Run away, hide until he changes back to normal. What about you? Yelled Elena, tears in her eyes. We can't leave you. Theo stared at Rift. His pupils grew smaller, his eyes getting bloodshot. He was having a panic attack. Theo wanted to help him, but Zoranis was holding him to his position, not letting Theo move until he wanted to. Here, yelled Sif. Eat this. Stay with us. Theo ate the white herb, but it just made it worse. Why is this happening? Asked Theo. He wanted to end the world with his rule, she began. Or Sif began. He won't stop until every realm is corrupted. What? Theo, began Sif. There's something I must tell you. Your father were gone. He believed it. He believed when he was young that he was the one who bared the king's curse. But when he reached 13, or actually, when he reached 16, yeah, sorry, that part ended up changing in the end. Okay. But when he reached 16, he only got king's dust, not shadows. So he spent the rest of his life preparing for you. His last quest was trying to find out if you held the curse. What? Gasped Theo, staring into her eyes, which were now darker than his. He didn't die from lightning strike, she finished. He was killed by him. She pointed at his heart, and Theo stepped back. No. Theo stared at the floor. No, no, no. You, Theo, bear the king's curse. Continue stiff. And continue stiff. And you are the only thing that can get rid of it. But what's the king's curse? Theo stared at his feet, his spine shivering. The king's curse is a part of a dark prophecy that I can't name. But know that it tells us of a king with a curse of corruption and shadows. And how do we get rid of it? Asked Sky. Well, the thing is you don't know, gasped Theo. Do you? Theo, stay calm. Sif grabbed his arm again. I can't. Theo fell to the floor, his body numb. Theo used his remaining energy and looked in the mirror. His eyes were red. His aura massive. And his face black. Everyone get out, yelled Sif, gathering the group and drawing blue runes in the air that formed into massive glowing blue bubble. The group attempted to run out of the portal, but spikes flew from his body. The group of kids stepped back quickly, avoiding the huge blades. "Why is this happening, Sif?" Theo called out. "I can't tell you that yet," muttered Sif, looking away, tears welling up in her eyes. "Will I be okay?" asked Theo. "I hope so." "What?" Theo began to panic, but it only made his corruption spread faster. "Calm down," Sif began to tell him softly, and Theo's breath slowed to a steady flow as she whispered a quick song. "Calm down." Theo looked at the group of friends in the corner of the room. "Sif." "Yes?" Sif asked. "Run where you still can." The corruption spread over his full face, sending him back into his mind, watching through a blank mask as Uranus took control. Theo was now gone. Around 85.6% of you guys are not subscribed. Thank you to that 14.4% that are, but you are already. Make sure to subscribe. It'll help a lot. I did promise a special message, so here you guys go. We are streaming at 100 subs, as well as sending out a new VTuber model. Also, along with all that, we are done sending out chapters from now on. All you guys get is 3 for now. I'm very sorry to say this. But we will keep editing these chapters over and over again until they're perfected. And you guys get to do it with us. And along with all that, yeah, I am making a manga book based on my book as a fun sort of project, since I plan on making anime in the future as well. If I don't remember to send out this manga page by the end of this month, please make sure to remind me, and remind me good. It's a form of art practice, per se, so I get better at art. I've been working really hard on that, so make sure to help me out. And without further ado, make sure to like and subscribe for more reactions and games on Thursdays, and videos like these on Tuesdays. We'll see y'all next time. You guys are all amazing. And bye-bye! If you made it this far, make sure to comment, "I made it," just so I know, and I will reply to you.